you are good enough to be anything you wanna be.
Hi, Laura here, and today we're talking about personal statement. This is a very essential part of your application if you're trying to get to a school in the UK. Every single portal, like we said, every single school application, you're going to create an account with the school, and they're gonna now ask you for each of those documents we've been talking about in the last several videos, and the personal statement is one of them. Sometimes it will be you attaching the entire document, sometimes it will be you just copy pasting into answering select questions that they've asked you in the application process. But I mean, welcome here, and I'm going to actually embarrass myself by reading you parts of my personal statement, which I don't know, for some reason, I don't know what it is about this thing that makes me feel like cringy. Like, I didn't enjoy working on a personal statement. If anything, I kept feeling like this is a thing that's going to mess me up. So ideally, you need to have somewhere with you 500 to 1500 words. 1,000 is ideal, but like, you know, 500 is like on the higher side, 1500 is on the higher side, 500 is definitely very little. But you know, some applications are a bit simple and they'll just ask you a few questions that really just add up to like 500 words. So it just really depends on the school and how that portal is set up and what exactly they'll ask for. But if they ask like for something where you have to attach a document, I'd suggest 100, maximum 1200 words. Too long is a bit of a turn off, too short is a bit of like, hey, is this person serious? And it's just a document expressing who you are, what your interests are, and why you are interested in this particular course. What is it about this school and this course that is driving you to want to do it and everything. So you just basically bringing yourself out and speaking for yourself. So this is how I started mine, and that's why I'm telling you it's cringy. As an open-hearted young teenager in high school, composition, I fell in love with biology to the point of spending hours in the library digging into books, fascinated by what I found. It's from this point that I knew that I was passionate about human health and had a lifelong purpose in impacting it. I gradually began a journey to find my place in the expansive health field and landed at food nutrition and dietetics as an undergraduate degree, which has been one of my best life decisions yet. Fast forward 4 years later, I sat in a comfortable black seat, a desk full of record books and health charts. And as you'd imagine, the walls too were full of charts. The kind of sight I dreamed of. Across from me sat different faces, different ages, different diagnoses, all whose minds were filled with questions about what their diagnosis meant for their lives. At this stance, had a clear understanding of the importance of nutrition across the lifespan and the factors that impact matters nutrition for a generation. I vividly made sense of what had dawned on me as a great role in health literacy and empowerment down to the individual level. I feel like I've already bored you guys. If anything, all I wished for my patients is that they would hold their own power to their recovery and progress. I noted with keenness that most cases were largely impacted by misinformation, ignorance, and poverty. So what have I done with that first paragraph? I've basically just given someone an image of who I am in terms of like, what have my dreams, you know, as much as possible you kind of want to paint that this was your dream all along to work in this career. But even if it wasn't, how do you paint it in a way that says like I have just found myself in this thing that I'm passionate about, that I really love, and this is me now, this is me being passionate about it, and this is me practicing it, and this is what I'm learning from practicing it. So like, I've just painted a picture of how, because indeed it's true, like as soon as I interacted with like science, biology, I became so fascinated by it. And for me in school, biology was a subject I'd never fail, even when I've not studied. So you know, along the way it grows to become more and more about human interest. Then I do nutrition, I have fun with it. Then I'm finally at Karwirwa Health Center, where I did my internship, my placement, and I'm now practicing. And I'm just sharing now the experience of seeing people across from me, different kinds of people who have different health issues, and I'm there and I'm trying to help them. And now one thing I mentioned also is that there's a gap I noticed while I was doing this job, and it's a gap of misinformation, ignorance, and poverty. Now that is just setting the stage for like, okay, this is me vis-a-vis the field that I'm working in. Now the next paragraph, guys, are you gonna bear through this? It says the global health at a glance involves several long-standing concerns such as the non-communicable diseases, environmental factors, pandemics as we witnessed with COVID-19, etc. Serving my community as a nutritionist, I took note of 2 key gaps that affected the people of Juja sub-county in Kenya. Nutrition assessment is very important as a first step to knowing the needs of your patient. I established a nutrition station at Triage, ensuring the assessment of all patients regardless of illness, type or severity, where previously nutrition assessment would only be given to patients who were referred by the doctor with a diagnosis, this is a very long sentence, that was seen as nutrition related. This keen assessment of all patients led to the discovery of obesity's prevalence in the area, prompting obesity-related nutrition education within the facility. Furthermore, putting into work one of my best skills in nutrition counseling, I contributed to improved health of babies in the community and prevention of infant weight loss by introducing compulsory counseling on supplementary feeding for all mothers at 6-month-old babies. This was informed by statistics that proved that many babies would begin to drop in weight and health beyond the exclusive breastfeeding 6-month phase because mothers aren't clearly informed about complementary feeding. Now, what I've done here, remember first paragraph, what I painted, me vis-a-vis this field that I'm working in, and now I'm saying this field in general has its gaps. Yeah, and in my practice, these are some of the gaps I noticed. And in my practice, these are some of the gaps I actually tried to fill. These are some of the things that these are just some of the ways I contributed to change. I mean, and they have to be true also, like don't lie. So like where I was working in Karwirwa Health Center, we didn't used to have, when I came in, there wasn't really like nutrition counseling for mothers with 6-month-old babies, because 6 months is when mothers start weaning their babies and mothers do it wrong, so babies start dropping their weight and everything. So we introduced compulsory nutrition counseling for every mother when they come with their baby for the 6-month checkup, just so we can teach them how to wean their baby, so that if they do it right, then we definitely decrease the chances of malnutrition, because babies used to start dropping their weight from 6 months after doing really well being breastfed. So now I'm showing you a picture of me in practice, what I'm like in the field, what it is that stands out to me, what it is that's a problem in my context, because you need to be able to share in the Kenyan context, what is the challenge, what is the field like, what's the struggle like, and now how am I playing a role in making things better. The next paragraph, the combined experience in class and at work welled up to an undying passion for advocacy, health promotion, and education. In my view, when things are aligned at the macro level and trickle down rightfully, then there is hope for every human being in a country that they will be offered the best and enlightened on what's best. This deeply ingrained lesson has given me a commitment that will motivate me to enhance my understanding in global health matters, research, and policy. To add to my skills so far, I have a great desire to... Why is my thing hanging? I might have opened the wrong document, because that sentence is just hanging. But yeah, this next paragraph now, I'm just talking about like now what I have learned through my schoolwork. Is this what I shared? These people had pity on me, by the way, because this is just... because it's hanging, or I think I was just copy pasting into... I don't remember. So this is me. This paragraph is me now just saying that now these things I'm telling you that I've done, from working in this place, seeing these gaps, contributing to filling these gaps, and blah blah blah, combined with what I've learned in school in my undergraduate course, has led me to become passionate about this, that, and the other. Now, a big tip you want to do is, having researched the particular course you want and looked at the modules that are there, if you're able to mention some things, some aspects of that course that you're interested in. Now say things like, for example, public health has to do with, the modules are data analysis, advanced health promotion, public health policy, epidemiology, things like that. If you're able to say, that among the things that I've grown to become passionate about and interested in are this, that, and the other, and you're mentioning things that are encompassed in the course that you're looking to do, then it definitely gives someone the feeling that this person knows what they're coming to do, this person knows what they're after. So yeah, it excites them more to give you an opportunity, and it becomes more believable and more realistic. Last paragraph, I know, thankfully for you. With great appreciation of the profound work done over the years by the Ministry of Health in Kenya and its partners, I duly note that we have come a long way as a country, given the giant of poverty that weighs against us in specific areas of the country. It's not to be assumed, though, that's the only segment of the population affected, considering the rise of lifestyle diseases, especially in the urban areas, impacted again by misinformation, ignorance, and poor lifestyle choices. What started as a simple passion to empower the world around me with accurate, helpful information has been further fueled by the notable gap in the area. So now, projecting forward, what really are you looking to impact? What difference are you looking to make? First, you're acknowledging that, yeah, the body in Kenya, whatever body you're talking about, depending on the field you're talking about, it could be the Kenya Commercial Bank or something else. You know, Kenya Commercial Bank. Whatever it is, say you in finance or whatever. They've done their work, they've done their bit. We still have challenges. Now, all these things that I'm passionate about fit into this gap area that is very notable in my country. Now, people here like to see that sense of, by the way, they also kind of, in a sense, in as much as they want to build a workforce for themselves, they also, in a sense, want to see that you have a dream for your country. So to be able to have a personal statement that expresses how you want to go back to your country and create a change, and I mean, don't lie, but if that's true for you, then that's definitely a plus. They want to see that you're coming here to be empowered to go back and make a change. Either way, whatever you're coming here to do will empower you to make a change in the world as a whole. So whatever it is you're interested in, just say that. Like, the thing that is happening around the world that is really touching at my heart, tugging at my heart, is this. And when I'm empowered through this course, I will be able to contribute to things becoming better in that aspect. And then, what was my last sentence? I am passionate about broadening my understanding in epidemiology, human behavior, and health promotion skills. This can't be the original. I don't know where the original went, because this is just... But yeah, you say things like that, yeah? Boils down to the specifics. That's down where I'm telling you, mention the modules that they're offering, the aspects of that course that I'm actually passionate about, broadening my understanding of this as a mode of... as the way to where I want to go, you know. Because what this does is you basically just saying, this is why the course is for me. And this is why the course, if you can add something, a sentence or two that says something like, you know, your university, your renowned university and the strong faculty and the notable achievements of the faculty, if there's anything you can point out and note, is what draws me to be interested in being a part of what you're doing and to learn from you. And that's why I would love to do this, that, and the other. And you conclude your personal statement. So that's just the idea. It's just something that expresses who you are, expresses what you've done in the field so far, what things stand out to you, why now you want to do this course, what you will do with this course after all, how will it impact your life, how will it impact the world around you. And now express your interest that this is why I want to do this. And just think about someone on the other side reading it and thinking, why should I pick them? So it's your elevator pitch, but like on paper, but like a long one, you know. So yeah, that's a personal statement. I really hope, because I can be honest, I feel insecure about this. So I really hope that I've helped in talking about the personal statement. I mean, I'm joking, of course I'm just joking, but like, this is the one thing I didn't really know how exactly I'm going to explain, because they differ. It's not a generic thing. It will differ depending on what you are applying for, what course, what's your area, subject area, blah blah blah. But I feel like I have mentioned as many or like almost all the fundamentals I can think of that should be entailed in your personal statement. Yeah, so should you want to add anything, please, I'm more than happy as always. Keep the comment section alive. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing this with someone who needs it. Let's keep this a healthy learning community. I'm more than happy to be doing this. It's a labor of love and it's filling me with so much joy. So thank you for watching. And now, as I finish what I will call a part 2 of this series, because we are done talking about documents and requirements and blah blah blah, I think from here we're gonna go into like the CAS and the visa and everything like that. I'm just gonna show you my view. It's a bit of a warm winter. so it's not looking that dull. No. That's us today. Okay, do this.